the one of the road project. That road project, the duration of the project is only 70 days. Within 70 days, you have to complete whatever the road inside there. If you delay 1 day, let's say you complete the project on the 71st day, I will pay you the money, whatever you do. Then additional 1 day, you have to pay me the money. You have to pay me some amount. It's called penalties. It's called penalties, right? Liquidated damages, we can say. It means if you delay for 1 year, 50,000 riyals is the penalty for us. 50,000 riyals for 1 day delay. Again, the condition is
for 1 day?
For 1 day delay, 50,000 to be paid by myself to the consultants. It's because of the fault, because we need 70 days, Why? You agreed. You agreed the agreement. You agreed the contract. I will finish it on the 70th day or before. If it is before, no problem. Some bonus will be given to you. That's a different aspect. But if you delay, again, huge rainfall. Nowadays it's a rainy season. So I'm unable to do that. Understand? I'm unable to do that. Even if I'm a contractor or whatever, I have the resources and everything. How can I do during the rainy season? So because of rain, I stopped my work for the last three days because of the flood and everything. And if it is the case, I shall be able to finish my contract, let's say 75th day, 5 days delay. So on that point, I am not eligible, or client is not eligible to ask penalties from me. Why? This fault is not because of my fault.
Is that included in the contract? Is there a clause for that?
That should be included. Wherever you are entitled to get some amount or claim from against other party, it should be approved. It should be proved. If I am going to pay the penalty, it should be proved by them. It is the fault because of me. The project is delayed because of the fault of the contractor. If it is approved, if it is confirmed by the consultants, then he has to pay. That is why we have some problems with the construction. The consultants and contractors have some conflicts, so that it may lead to some disputes where they are unable to find the solutions. If it is the case, what will happen? They don't find the solution means they have to go for a court, so they have to find some, I have already explained ADR methods, alternative dispute resolution methods. Don't worry, I will explain it in the post contract, right? So first of all, we have to clearly define, okay, this is a problem, so how to solve it out, right? So time is a very important factor. Another one I can say, one of the incident. One of the client wishes to complete the building within 2 years. It's an apartment. If it is a delay by 1 month or something like that, client says that you have to pay me the rentals. It means after completion of this apartment, what I can do is I can issue this my apartment with the rentals. So many families will come and every month they will pay me the rentals. So what I will do, I will earn from my business. That is my business. So if it is delayed by 1 month, what will happen? Already during the construction, I will reserve the places. Sometime during the construction, someone will book. This one is for me. This room is for me. Something like that. So if it is delayed for additional 1 month or 2 months of time, I can easily calculate. For one family, I shall get this amount. If I accommodate, let's say 10 families, this is the income where I can get it. But because of your delay, I am unable to hand over my key to the my customer. I can give the key to my customer because it's incomplete. So that cost will be borne by the contractor. The penalty means not the 100% normally. To be honest with you, not the 100% I can exactly claim for him. Let's say this is, if you complete exactly on the second year, I shall be able to earn some amount of money from the 25th month. It means 24 months. If you complete 25th month, I shall be able to earn this amount of money. So if you delay, if it is approved, it's a delay because of the fault of the contractor, then you have to pay me at least the 50% of my loss. That is the thing, the contract. That is the liquidated damages. That is what we call liquidated damages. Normally, if it is against the liquidated damages, normally it is against the contractors where we can claim the money. Right? Understand the concept. So, very important is time in the project. And the second one is a cost. That's a must. Cost is important, no? Because client is, we are the one going to bear the cost. Cost is must. We can't exceed the cost what we already planned. And this one is what? Time cost is okay, quality is poor. That's why the consultants are there to check it. You never play with the consultants. They will come and they will cross check it and everything. And they have the right to terminate your job at the meeting. If the supervise your work, your performance is very poor, next day they will give you the notice. You are terminated. It means what? You can't do the project further.
What happened to the cost?
Sorry?
The cost.
Not the cost. I mean, quality means the performance.
I
No, he's asking about the cost that has been performed.
the cost incurred.
You mean the one that has been performed? Maybe 5% has been performed or 20% of the project already completed before termination. He's asking maybe they are going to settle for that payment.
Yeah.
or-
But the thing, you know, if I terminate him, I have to get some cost from him. Otherwise, again, I have to find a proper contractor to choose and to do the remaining work. That's why we have the performance bond and everything with me, right? And the performance bond I have it with me. So that
So you do that in financial management or?
yeah. Right. Procurement process normally, this is the overall process. I said to you. I mean, planning, tendering, first the procurement planning. I will explain what is procurement planning. We plan the procurement. It means we plan how to do the project. And another one is the tender planning, how to do the tendering. Then tendering and contractors selection. Once a contract, I said to you, select the contractors, then we have to go for a contract administration. Now we select all the contractors, then we are dealing with the contractual issues. Then we start the work, then finalize the contract, close out. This is the overall problem. Early morning I explained to you all these things. What is the overall process of the contract? And that is what we call procurement process. This one, right? This one, the same thing. Right. Areas to be considered in the construction of process. First, finance, design, implementation, management, operation. Major areas. To run the project, what are the areas to be considered? First one is what? Makes finance. Financially, we have to think of it. Then design. This is the finance, this is the design, and design and finance is okay. How to implement? You know, implement means what? How to initiate the work? Have to find the contractor and everything. Some works is there. You have the money. Tomorrow we will do. Tomorrow we will. If you think like that, you won't start the work. So there should be some starter. How to initiate the work? Okay, you initiate the work. Who is going to manage it? There should be proper management. Understand? To manage everything, not the resources, not the money. Everything should be managed. Labor resource and everything should be managed properly throughout the 2 years.
Yes.
Even 4 other parties have to come tomorrow. How many labor should come to the site? Right? What are the plants and equipments to be ordered, delivered, material, okay. Day after next week we are going to start the work. So material should be delivered today. So in prior to the activities, we have to manage and we have to plan all the stuff. Right? Right. If the management is okay, then what? Operation. But there are 5 methods in the construction procurement. This is a method, very important methods. 5 methods. Let's say one is a traditional method, another one is a design and build, management and contracting, joint venture and PFI. Right? Traditional method, design and implementation, management and contracting, joint venture and PFI. I'll explain to you one by one. Traditional method means nothing to worry. What we do now, what is that? He is the client, I am the consultant. We both discuss. Then finally choose you as a contractor. Traditionally what we are practicing. Understand? That is what traditional procurement method. This is the way we do the project. Understand? Now how I am going to start the project? We three discuss together and we start. This is a way of constructing. Understand now what is procurement system. Single stage tendering, only single way, and client has a relationship with the designer and the contractor. You are a client, I am the consultant and the contractor. He has a relationship. He has an agreement with the consultants differently. He has an agreement with the contractor differently. Understand? Client versus the consultant. One agreement. Right? Who is going to pay the money for me? You. We have some agreement, 5% of the profit or something like that. contractor and the client, strong agreement, right? But you and me not going to have an agreement, right? You are a contractor working for me. I am the consultant working for him. In between you and me, slight contract will be there, but no need. If there is a contract, not that much strong enough, like us and like you guys, right? And contractor will carry out the implementation and there can be a now, who is going to carry out the implementation? Contractor. I am going to supervise the works. That is what we normally practicing. That is what we call traditional methods. Another one, design and implementation. You might have heard about this word, design and build contractors. Design and build contractors. It means I am the consultant and I am the one going to design. It means both it's going to be done by one party. Understand? Both is going to be done by one party. It means what? I am the one going to design it, I am the one going to design it, at the same time I am the one going to construct it. There is no more competition. You know, he is a client, he knows that I have a design team and the contracting team. So I will give all the stuff to my design team and they will design it and they will give it back to me. And from that I will allocate all the things to my building team. So design and implementation, both I am doing it once. Design and build contractors. Now we are doing one of the project as design and build contractors, but we don't have the design team. What we do is, we hired a sub-designers. Understand? For example, you awarded this project, but you are not expert in MEP works. Let's say AC installation is not your work, but you promised, I shall complete this building with all the fittings and everything. How you do the installation of this one? You get the assistance from the subcontractors. Subcontractors and the contractor have an agreement. We have an agreement and we shall find it out. If any questions comes to my head, client will request from my head. If any problems, I will speak with him. Understand? In case of a subcontractor, I will act as a client or consultant for him. Understand? Likewise, if I agree to do design and build, even though I don't have any design team, but I have a proper connection with the design team. There are some design consultants. Only they perform in the designing only. They are not going to do the prepare the BOQs or anything. Only the design architects. So what I do is I have a good relationship with them. I will speak with the consultant. I'm a designer. This is a profit I can give it to you. Shall we work together? Okay, no problem. He will design. So what I will do is I will agree whatever he says, and I will hire the designer for our project MZP consultants. You might have heard about those. They are the MZP, they are the designers of the project. Special famous designers in Qatar. And our designer is MZP, and we are a different company, and we are doing those things. And we supply all the stuff to the consultant. And the consultant also should have approved. Understand? Whatever we design, it doesn't mean everything is approved. There should be someone to approve. So consultants will have less rights. Understand? Compared to the traditional method, consultants' right is very high. For our project, White and Qatar is a consultant, but they don't have such a power. Why? Major team is me, designing and contracting. So he has overall supervision is there, and even some things to be certified, right? Both to be done. Second person will come for the facility arrangement. He will come arrange facility arrangements. So design and implementation will be done by a single party. Understand now?
So who is the second person?
Correct?
Who is the second person? Who is the second person? This one, second person will come for only facility. So the second
facility arrangement is consultants.
Consultants.
We do, and consultant will arrange some other facilities. But on behalf of the client, there should be someone to supervise. He can rid of the work. Okay, contractor will do all the stuff. No point. Now third one, management and contracting. Management and contracting means implementation is not directly done by the contractor. Contractor's main role is to manage the contract, and works are carried out by the subcontractor. The main contractor is not available to manage the contractor. That's fine. Now what is doing is, I will get the project, but I am not going to do. Let's say I am the contractor, I am the main contractor, but I am not going to do any project. Let's say I have awarded 20 villa project. 20 villa project is awarded to me. How I am going to do is, I will assign, there are 4 subcontractors. 5 villas to you, 5 villas to you, 5 to you. I divided my works. All the subcontractors. and I will supervise all of your work. If anything, they will directly call me, consultants. Understand? What is the problem? So in a case of any problem, I am the one who has to answer. If your work is poor, I am the one who has to answer. But before answering their question, what I have to do? I will manage your works. I will manage your overall supervision will be made by myself. I am the one going to finance and everything. But for me, consultants will finance. The whole process is, I will get the project and all the works, implementation will be done by subcontractors.
So it means to say nominated subcontractors.
Domestic subcontractors. If I am the main contractor, if I assign some subcontractors, means it's a domestic subcontractor. If the subcontractor is directly assigned by the client, means that is nominated. If subcontractor is assigned by the client, that is what we call nominated. If I am the main contractor who assigns, main contractor assigns a subcontractor, it means domestic subcontractor. Right? Two different names.
But in this case, what are the responsibilities of KS? Because KS will be working as contracting and working as consultants in this case. Because
In this case, for you guys, subcontractor, I will, my management and contractor, my main contractor, my QS will work as a consultant. Right? If I am the main contractor, for him I am the contractor. For you guys, subcontractors, I will act as a consultant. Dual role I have to run. Understand? That is what we call management and contractor. Now you are clear with the traditional method, design and build, management and contractor. Right? There are only two balance. Another one, joint venture. You might know about it. For example, in the road construction, you might see those things. At road projects and everything. It means to achieve a certain goal, 2 or 3 companies join together to do the project. Because the project value is very high. 300, 400 million. So
for example, Bigmac and Upsell.
Upsell and Bigmac, they are doing joint ventures company. Even for the airport project at Cool, it is easy and every company is joined together and they are doing the one task. The task is what? Road project, several kilometers. I can't do it once. If you join together, for example, my share is 49%, your share is 51%. So, profits and risk equally share. If it is a loss, share the risk. If it is a profit, share the profit. So, it's a huge amount of involvement and the resources and everything. How we can easily get the job? If you 2 major companies join, it's so simple to get the projects, right? That is what we call joint venture projects. Joint venture. Finally, another one is called PFI, private financing institutions. Financing will be done by the contractor, not the client, and all other methodologies. Contractor becomes a consortium rather than a single contractor. Now, what is the thing is, we are the contractor. Finance also done by myself. I finance a project and I will do the project. But it is normally for the government project happens. What is that? For example, I am an international contractor. I come to the country, right? I will, let's say, road projects. I will do the road project. I will finance and I will do the road projects. But, for example, in this country, I am the Japanese contractor. Come here and I do the road project. I invest my money. Then, I shall tell them, if any vehicles going through this road, right? Every kilometers, they have to pay me this amount. There are some roads, we have to pay the money and only we can use the highways. Another issue, I shall make an agreement with the company, with the government. Here afterwards, all the vehicle tires should be given by myself, all the Japanese tires. You can't purchase any, you can't import any tires from some other countries. All come out from my country. That is the agreement. So what is the simultaneous, what will happen? My business is running and for the country also developing. Understand? So, even in our country, it happens, some of the payment modes. It means we are investing and doing. Some other things I can tell you, some other major companies will come and they are constructing a building, let's say hotels. Maybe the agreement between the government and the company is 35 years, for example. We construct and 35 years, I shall get all the profits and everything. If the contract finishes, I have to go back to my country. But at the end of the day, after 35 years, what is the balance? Building is the balance. Hotel is the balance. The government will take over. Government will take over. So win-win situation is there. At the end of the day, government will get all the business after 35 years. But throughout the 35 years, I also earned. I don't pay any money into that. Because I found a place. and I earned it. Something like that. That is also one of the type of construction, understand? Different modes. So this is what I want to say. This one no need, right? Only those 5 methods I'm going to explain to you. And right, this one. Finally, this tendering. Yes, tendering methods. You can just go through the tools. What are the tendering methods? But I'm not, because I want to prepare this tutorial. But I will tell you the summary. Tendering methods mean how to invite the tenderers. How to invite the tenderers. Namely, you might know about these things before, because I don't know which page I explained. But this subject, there are 3. One is open tender. Second one, selective tender. Third, selective tender. And the third one, negotiated tender. Open, everything is there, right? Everything is clearly mentioned on your tutorials, no problem. And the subjects viva will be on December. So you have enough time. I have already given the schedule. Every Tuesday you will be facing the vivas. Every Tuesday, right? Coming Tuesday will be a viva for maybe tender estimation, I guess. I don't know. I have already given the viva schedule to them, right? Before December 10th, I will finish off. So I'm leaving by December 15th. Open tender. Then after 2-3 months I will come back. So some of the subject will be conducted by someone. I will be coming here after on visits only. After 2 months, every 2 months gap I will come here and to conduct. Sometimes most of the subjects, that's why I'm in a hurry up to finish the subject. It will be in a rotation, right? Don't worry about it. Open tender means what? It's open to everyone. It's open to everyone. It means, okay, I have the project. First of all, I have invited you all. I have some certain requirements. My contractor has certain qualities. C1 contractor, and he has to have some experience with the last 5 years of this certain construction. For example, always I take hotel sector as a very good example here. Okay, he should have some experience with the last 5 years in the hotel sectors and all. Okay, and he has to have a company profile, right? Likewise, and my requirements. And I will invite all. It means public, into the public, I put an advertisement on the newspaper. On the newspaper, I just put an advertisement. Then what will happen? Everyone will receive, understand? It's open to everyone. So those who willing to participate and those who fulfill the client's requirements, what they will do? They will say their acceptance. They will say the acceptance means what? They are ready to participate. So then, I will choose. For example, there is an advertisement on the newspaper. There is a vacancy for the quantity surveys. 2 years experience with a BSc qualification. That is the requirement. Something
This
like
one
that.
I don't have. This.
You don't have?
Awesome.
Is that? Otherwise, you just check it.
This one.
Is that? Otherwise, you just check it. Here. What will happen? If you apply for a vacancy, every company is calling for you? No. For example, there is an
There's
advertisement on the newspaper. There is an advertisement on the newspaper.
Expectation.
If you apply 100, sometimes you get 2. The jobs I'm telling. It means it's open to everyone. Those who are fit to my purpose shall come. It means everyone is applying. Okay, all the CVs are come to my company. Then I will evaluate it. Whom to invite? Let's say 150 CVs I receive. I just only call 15 guys. Right, based on the profiles. Likewise, open tender means open to everyone. Those who fulfill my requirements, they shall apply the acceptance. Then I will go through it and I will call you. I will be ready to issue the tender document. It means open means number of parties can participate. So let's say 50 contractors. All the 50 contractors I shall issue the tender documents. Then every 50 contractors will come out with their amount. Among 50, I have to choose one. That is open. There are some merits and demerits, advantages and disadvantages. Each and every method has merits and demerits, pros and cons, advantages and disadvantages. You should go through that. Second one is selective tendering. Selective tendering means, right, I know you personally, I know you in your class, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 people are here. only I'm going to invite you 9 only. Something like I invite some person for a personal party, only 9. Someone will say, what? I'm very sorry I can't come today because I have some other programs. So if I invite 9, 8 will come. Something like that. I invite, this is a project I have. If you are interested to participate, invite all 10. 8 say yes. So 8 will participate. Then among you 8, I am going to issue the tender documents to you. Then you will price it. Among 8, I am going to choose one. That is so simple. But again, there are some merits or pros and cons. There are some advantages. Among 8s, the competition. Early competition among 50s. Understand? In the price realistics are there, but to choose among 50, it will take more time. But here, I don't want to waste more time. What is the thing? Again, I can say, among 8, why I invite you 8 only? Because I know you previously. I know that. You are a successful contractor, I know. That's why I am giving you the invitation. You are my friend, that's why I am inviting you. Something like that. Or we have a number of friends. But we call few friends for the parties. Why is that? We know them more personally. Likewise, for this tendering also, why I give the invitation to you? I know that. You are a good contractor. You already worked with me before. Otherwise, you worked him a perfect construction before last 2 years ago. So I know you personally. That's why I give you the. But when it comes to open tender, I don't know about it.
That's their control.
Yeah, I don't know about it. Everyone can participate. Even I shall give the tender documents to you, but before that we never met. We never met. Even I didn't know your face even. Understand? That is what we call. There are each and every method has pros and cons. Likewise, the selective tender. And the third one, negotiated tender. Negotiated tender means what? There is no more competition. Only I am going to negotiate with you only. There's a project come to my head. What I'll do? I call you. You are always with me. Means doing the project. Okay. Mr. So-and-so, can you go to do the project? I've got another project. So if you agree, okay, I will give the project to you by trust. Why is that? Because I don't have any alteration, I don't have any alternatives, prices or cost to compare with your cost. Whatever you give me, I should agree. Or we shall go for a negotiation because I know the prices in the market also, right? I know the prices in the market. In some cases your prices seem high, then what is the solution? Only the negotiation. But we can't fight. We can't say no, I can select. By negotiation, it means what? Can't you go for a discounted prices or something like that? It's really depends on the trust. That's why I give the project to you. It's a billion amount of project. Based on your prices, I'm going to do the project, So that is also one of the type of selecting the contractor. Understand? So open tendering or selective tendering, even it's a negotiative tendering, we can't say this is the best method. There is no exact defined answer to say which is the best method. We can't say. Every method is best. Every method has advantages and disadvantages. It varies, depends on the project. Some projects open is best. Some projects selective is best. Some projects negotiation is best. Rather than going for some other contract. Negotiation is the best. Likewise, it depends. It may vary based on the project to project. Understand? Clear? So we just go through these things. It's a complete, because this tutorial is all the tubes, but I give it to you. Everything is prepared for the HND students, right? HND students means this whole body normally for this subject I used to take every tubes I used to take 2 hours to teach from 7 to 9. Again I shall tell you now.
Nomination and negotiation.
Same. Both are same. Nomination or negotiation, right? Both are same. And this one, whole thing is not needed for you. Whole thing is not required. The final thing is the code of ethics. The code of ethics means I want to say this is forget about everything. Now it's something like a theoretical one. I already given to you, already said to you. Each and every profession has some principle code of ethics. This is something like a management. The latter part is there. some of the profession is governed by some of the bodies, you know. In our country, we have Organization for Quantity Surveys, SLQS. It means Sri Lankan Quantity Surveys Institute. Institute of IQSS, Institute of Quantity Surveys. Even in Philippines, we have Philippine Institute of Quantity Surveys. In Asia, we have Pacific Association of Quantity Surveys. In Australia, we have Australian Institution of Quantity Surveys. Internationally recognized one, Royal Institution of Chartered Surveys. Understand? These are the governing body, and these are the bodies giving the some courses are affiliated by some companies and some institution. This course is accredited. They are giving the accreditation to your course. Even you are doing a degree here. This degree is accredited by CIOB. Understand? That's an organization. That's an institute. That is accredited. It means they have approved this degree is okay. I have done a degree. That degree is accredited directly by RICS. It means what? Directly that degree is approved by RICS. Something like that. Every accreditation should be given back by those authorities and the institutes. Those institutes, they have developed some professional criteria and professional ethics and code of principles. It means, if you are a member, if you are a QSS, you should have some experience, you should have some qualities. If you are bound to those qualities, then only you are a member of my institute. If you are deviating, if you are misleading the requirements and everything, at that juncture, you shall be terminated from the society. So, simply I can say, profession is an occupation. Right? Profession is an occupation that requires both advanced study and the mastery of the specialized body of the knowledge and undertake to promote, ensure, safeguard some matters that significantly affect others' well-being. That's very important. Professional practice means what? First, you have to be a professional. Then, after profession, now I joined the company as quantity surveyor and planning engineer. So, I should know what is my profession. How I became as a quantity surveyor and a planning engineer? Suddenly, no. I have did some studies related to that field. Related to that field, I did some studies. So, that's a profession. I can't say lies to others. I know this and I know that. Finally, if you come to practice, if you are not doing means, it's not the profession. You are spoiling. You are loitering. Understand? Then, you should know your knowledge. Knowledge is power. You should know your knowledge. You should know your limitations. You should know what is your duty, clearly. Then do it perfectly. That's what the professionalism is there. Right? Clearly understand your duties and responsibilities, fit to your purpose. Okay. So, mainly, why the RICS and all the organizations having some set of goals and everything is, we are the people always dealing with the money. That is the main fact. Money makes many.
Yeah.
All work for the money, but there are more possibilities to do robberies and everything in our field. For example, simply I can say if you are working for a procurement department, simply, we can't say no, even though if it is beyond our limits, but so many people are doing some robberies and everything, right? If you are working for a procurement department, how to select the supplier? If they select the supplier, that's fine, okay, fine. I will give the quotation. I shall give, this is the best quotation. If I am the accused, I shall reckon them. He is the best supplier. Even though I got some good quotation, I can hide it. I shall tell you and me having some agreements, I shall point out my management, he is a good supplier. So what the management will say? Okay, supplier will say. But in between you and me, we have a hidden agreement.
Yes.
Always I will purchase the material from you, but you have to give me 5%. That of course happens. We can't say no. That of course happens. That is why the construction has so many, because we are dealing with the money. We are dealing with the money. Money is the biggest role. So, as a professional, you have to be honest with your job. You have to be honest with your job, because in construction it might happen. Even if you work for a site, sometimes you might feel that I have gone through, even in Qatar also we found some problems in the concreting. Some of the managers are doing some robberies there. Even they agree to the certain rate of the mixing of the concrete, but if there is no supervision, they suddenly change the mix of the concrete. If they simply change the mix of the concrete, there are hundreds thousands of Qatari profit is there. Instead of 1:3:6, if they go for 1:2:4, after the concrete is settled, can we able to identify?
No.
No, concrete is settled itself. After a 1 year or 2 year of time, if it breaks or cracks or something like it, if it is occurs, then only we come to know this is the poor concrete mix is applied. At the time, simple example is concrete. Simple example, very simple example. Why? The concrete has more profits, and the cost of 1 meter cube concrete is also very high. Right? Overall profit. So this is because why I am saying is quantity surveying is it's a commercial management field. We are always dealing with the money, and we have to have some certain qualities and everything. So that's why all the organization is willing, expecting a quantity surveyor to be. If you are a member of my institute, we have some qualities as professional. That is the subject, right? This is the final part. So I'm not expecting you guys to refer what is RICS Code of Ethics, what is AIQS Code of Ethics, what is the IQSL Code of Ethics. If you go for a net, you can browse it simply. If you go for an RICS page, and you can get all the stuff. They have different things. But generally, you should know. I'll generally ask you during the Viva session. There is a whole thing. I'm going to explain all. But the unethical context. So these are the unethical context. If you are not practicing these things, whatever activities you are not, you don't even touch corruptions, negligence, bribery, conflicts, bid cuttings, underbiddings, coercive tendering and cover pricing, withdrawal of tender. Simply, if it is a profession, we can't do any corruption. We don't need to do any negligence or briberies. Even sometimes, you are very much known to me. I am the consultant. During the tender evaluation stage, I shall give the project to you. Why? Nobody can argue. Why is that? Because even in the tendering stage, I shall tell you my engineering estimation is this one, based on that pricing. If I tell, why? My engineering estimation is 250 million. That's my estimation. And contractor A come out with 190, contractor B come out with 270, contractor C come out with 300. Based on my cost, I am going to compare it to whom to award the project. If I tell this secret to one contractor, what he will do? He will try his level best to fit to my figure. Let's say 230. Then what will happen? Project will automatically awarded to him. It happens. It happens. That's why in the tendering department, within the tendering department also we have some passwords in the folders, Highly confidential. Even we don't say our prices are highly confidential. If the prices are leaked, then it leads to unethical contents. Unethical works.
So is it one of this one? The one you explain now?
These are the things we are not going to practice.
No, the one you explain now. Is it the collusive tendering or what does it? The one you explained just now.
Yeah, I just say in general form. I just say in generally. This one also will be there. So you have to be very much confidential on your works and everything, right? So these are the general issues I have corrected. Now you can see here, professional practice and guidelines have a full regard on the public interest and uphold the dignity and standing and the reputation of the profession. Because we are having a high responsibility to the society. Why is that? If you do some works, next day the public is going to use. For example, you do the road construction, you do so many operations and everything. After a certain rainfall, road has, you can see the aggregates, everything is crabbing out. So it means what? Poor workmanship. Now, who is going to be facing the problem? The public. We have to cross the road and everything to do the repairs, and we have to divert the traffic and everything. How such difficulties we are facing. Because have full regard of the public interest. You should know about the public. Even if you are constructing some building, suddenly collapsed 2-3 days, it means what? Poor workmanship. Because the construction is fully fit and bound with the society. Your workman should be perfect. That's general things, right? That's a general things. Uphold the dignity and standing and reputation of the profession. That's very important. And comply with the laws of the country which he or she operates. Discharge the duties and employees with efficiency, competency, confidentiality, reliability without under delay, and be fair and impartial of the provision of the advice, judgment, and employer of any other parties. So, nothing to explain. Nothing to explain. You just have an idea about what are the professional ethics. Okay. Now, professional practice area is important. If there are curious, I don't know. That is what I want to say. If you are a QS, you should know. You can't say no, I don't know. If you say I don't know, you are not QS. Why then you are telling us a QS? I know only take off. You don't know cost analysis. No. Then how you can say you as conservator? You are an estimator. You are a take off. Understand? Do you know any construction? No, I don't know. Then you are not QS. Do you know anything regarding the contract administration? No. Then you are not a QS. If you stand and say I am a QS means you should know all the components of QS. QS means a combination of many duties and responsibilities. Right? So, construction technology you should know. What is a construction technology? You should know. If you just see the drawing, you should be able to identify what and what. This is a formation, this is a thing, this is this type of foundation, these are the items of the building, understand? So, you have to get the knowledge. So, you should have some construction technology knowledge. If you don't have any construction technology, we can't say engineers only know these and things. But why you are telling us QS? We should know technology, but not deep as engineers, but we should know fair knowledge. Just looking at the drawing, we shall cover things. Okay, this is the building, this is the sketches, these are the areas to be met, these are the fittings and all the items to be identified. Something. Likewise, project procurement methods I said to you. Commonly standard conditions of contract, fittings and everything, and commonly use standard methods of measurement. It means what's that? SM17 we are using, that is a standard method of measurement. You should know that. CSM13, civil engineering standard method of measurement. You should know that. You can't say, I don't know. Nowadays we have NRM, it's a new method of measurements. And preparation of relevant documentation during the project procurement method. There are so many methods also. We have cost data and subject areas commonly during the project process, and insurances, financing and dispute resolutions. Normally we have to involve with number of documentations. You know, for example, if you apply for material, suddenly you can get the material. First of all, what you have to do? Submit the material submitted, then get the materials approval. Then only you can have the materials. Once the material is delivered, you should have the material delivery note with you. For example, Anthony, with the material delivery note only you can claim the money for material at site. Once you prepare the bill, there is a thing called material at site. Material at site means whatever materials delivered, we are eligible to claim certain amount of money. So how to claim that money? You should have the material delivery. How you got the material delivery? It's a long process. Simply I can say, how you are going to purchase the material? First of all, material submittals to the client, consultant. And they will check, okay, this material is okay or not. You have to give some samples even. These are the materials. Some materials they approve, some not approve. So whatever it's approved by the consultant, that will give us material approved. Material submittal separately, whatever submit, it doesn't mean always approved. Among many, few will be approved. Material approved list we should have. And then material deliveries. Oh, for example, I am telling one documentation preparation. Now, you know all the BOQs and all the rates and all the execution of the quantities, all the invoices in a sequence, you know, first, second, third, what and what claimed, what and what to be claimed. Understand? Likewise, we are people always dealing with the documentations. Very important, hard copies. Hard copies as well as soft copies. Whatever you do, testing, keep it a scanned copy with you always. USS, whatever changes, make the hard copies as well as the scanned copies. Very important, right? As QSs, we always keep on that. Because the documentation. Don't say, I made a call to him yesterday and he said no. If you say to the management,
Yes.
result is zero. Where are the evidence? He can say he didn't make a call to me to deliver the material by tomorrow. No. I called you yesterday at 3:30 p.m. to deliver the material today. He can say no, I didn't receive any call. There are possibilities. Better to write an email. Simple example, I'm telling you. Better to write an email regarding that. Very important. Right? Because documentation is very important. Written documentation. These are the major areas, right? Cost planning, life cycle costing, you know, these are the areas where we can specify expert, or we can do some MSc master studies in project management, in building management, value engineering, facilities management. Likewise, there are a number of areas where we can specify when you do the higher studies, right? You will come to know. At this beginning, I just want to say you, these are the quantity surveys working areas. We can't expect a one QS can work in all areas. But we are going to work in specific area only, but you should know at least the knowledge. Yes, what is that and what is this. But if you have nobody can say, I did all the works. Never. Nobody will get the chance to participate in all the activities of planning. Never. Even if I work for my company, I touch certain areas only, to be honest. If you work for your company, you touch certain areas only. If you are an MEP, you only touch with an MEP work, so you don't know about the civils. But what I want to say is, just know the overall things. Right? But we are specialized on. But another issue is, rather than knowing everything, better to master it in one thing. Understand? To become a master. Okay, I am an expert in this MEP, so based on that you can develop your future. So some areas you have to be doing the masterate. I am an expert on this one, so cost analysis I can do it. So you will go by that way. But simultaneously you should know what others, with the zero knowledge, don't say that. You should know fair enough knowledge about all the things, but you shall masterate on specific ideas, specific work sections. But all of a sudden, that is the quantity surveying. Because normally I feel worried. Those who are becoming and those who are working as POSs, even they don't know what is quantity surveying. Because there is a proper guidance is not given to them. Some of them only still, up to now, even most of my friends also having the idea. Quantity takeoff, it's a quantity surveying. No. By the name itself, it's quantity. But it doesn't mean only the quantity taking office. Quantity takeoff is one of the two, right? That's why a simple example is that. So we should know it's a commercial field. Right? But to reach that things, it cannot be achieved within 1 year or within 1.5 years. You have to travel a lot. If you travel quantity surveying with the 10 years, if you do the same work, again you are spoiling your profession. Understand? You are doing the same basic works, means 10 years you work as a quantity surveyor, but you don't know anything. It means, I'm not blaming, you know only you take off. If you say, you already spoiled the profession. Yes. Work, 10 years mean, you try, don't think about the money, think about the knowledge first. At the early stage, think about the knowledge. If you achieve the knowledge, then you shall demand yourself. Right? That's why the quantity surveying, it's different approaches and different directions where you can go, unlike engineering. So, but the people doesn't know where to go. There is a contract administrator in the office. How to become a contract administrator? That is the question. You have to questioning yourself. How to become a contract administrator? What are the basics? What are the things required? There is no such course called BSc on construction, commercial management or contract management. But we can go by doing some. But don't find shortcuts. Go in a detailed way, but do in a proper rules. But QSs can do. That's what I want to say. All the areas are our areas. Don't spoil our profession. To let others to do. Now most of the engineers are doing all the stuff. I want to tell you, even most of the QSs nowadays they are working, but they are basic qualifications engineers. Yeah, they can do. But these are our profession. Other professionals are practicing our practices. That is a huge challenge for the quantity surveying nowadays. Even we have the demand, but everyone is trying to move to QSs. Why is that? The demand. Sometimes someone might have some experience with the degrees or diplomas in engineering and you are practicing engineers. But why you are trying to study quantity surveying? That is what my question. Answer is with you. Understand? Answer is with you. Yeah.
Going to the position.
Yeah, that's the thing. So we have different directions. If you have something knowledge with you, you can your work sections can be expanded. That's the main thing. Right? This is all about this particular subject. I have only given you some 4 or 5 minutes. So my vivas will be based on whatever things I explained. So try to get prepared. I will issue the